Board games, it's what we're going to play. Board games to finish off our day. Because we're in UK time, board games, it's what we're going to play. Board games to finish off our day. And for all of those people who are maybe in the US and like Prey sometimes pops in and it's like an afternoon and there's Molly and hello Molly. I did want to say to you if I was just talking about people who aren't part of the UK, how this isn't finishing off your day. This is just, an interlude to your afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to check in with you, Molly. What's your preferred pronoun?
It is you. I prefer people talk to me and not about me.
But if people have to talk about you in the third person?
If they have to, they can use she.
And how do you feel about they?
Nah, I'm more of a she.
Okay.
I'm going to grab my headset real quick. 1 second.
Sure thing. So it is, of course, Tip-Top Tabletop Tuesdays. It's 8 p.m. UK time, and I don't know what time in the East Coast or the West Coast.
It's 2 o'clock in the Midwest.
So there you go. And it's the time when we always play something, and today we are going to play something that I just had a vague idea of earlier today. We're going to play something that, thanks to Manuel from Games by Manuel, we're calling it A Fact and a Half. And this is going to be about vaguely inspired by breaking into board games where they keep having those 3 truths and a lie, and to keep listening to that, and it's like, oh, it would be fun if we just said a thing and then try to guess whether it's true or not, ask some questions, and if you get it right, you get a point. If the person's manages to fool at least half the people, then they get a point. And it's a bit vague. We'll see how it goes, but hopefully it'll be a bit of fun. And you can give your honest opinions at the end. But let's start off with introduction. Who are you and how do you do? Maybe if you want to go down that route. If you don't want to talk about how you are, then no pressure. But I am Bez. I made a bunch of games. I'm best known for Yogi. I'm proudest of the L deck. Although single game probably it's a classical. Anyway, so I'm generally frustrated with not seeing enough people these days, and that's why I started this back in March. And yeah, this is a thing, and I am Bez, and that is it. So let's go clockwise. Nicole.
Yeah, my next. Yes. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I know Bez because we used to live together, and now we're just good friends playing occasional board games in person and on camera sometimes.
Okay. And I see Alex is joining us from the chat. Hello, Alex. I hope you're generally well. And Tom, who are you? And yeah, what do you do or how do you do? As you wish.
I am Tom, and I like playing games. I've encountered Bez through the world of games. I also designed a game for Bez's L deck, Categorical, which will be appearing soon.
As soon as I can. Early 2021 is what I've been saying now. But finally, Molly from Flying Leap, Penguin Soaring.
I'm Molly Zeff. I run Flying Leap Games. We're a small game publisher. We make creative party games, although we'll be branching out soon. And I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, though I'm usually in Brooklyn. But currently I'm back to my Midwest roots for a little while. And today is one of the least stressful days in a while. The holiday season is crazy, obviously, for anybody who sells games, but and it's super nuts when you have like, you know, too big shipments coming in and orders going out, and it's all financially a mess. But today we got approved for a $25,000 line of credit from a bank that I've been working on for 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that was super exciting because it means we can grow a lot more easily now that we have money to do things with. Extra money, yeah. So it's good.
Congratulations. That sounds awesome.
Thanks.
Well, let me explain the game again. For it's basically that is it. I will say something. For example, I am going to say that I have been to more than 10 pole dancing schools. Now, everyone else is going to ask me questions and say whether you can ask me anything, and I have to answer at least one question from everyone. So I can close the questions at any time, and I can lie during the questions to continue the lie, or I can answer truthfully. And what I want to do is I just want to be vague. I don't want people to be able to even tell whether it's a lie or the truth. Because if you guess correctly whether it's true or whether it's a lie, then you get a point. But if I manage to fool half of you or more, then I get a point. And so I guess we say hello to Prey and be welcome to have them. This is a game that anyone can join in. So that is my statement. I have been to more than 10 pole dancing schools. So any questions?
I'm wondering if you have been to more closer to 5 to 8 pole dancing schools.
I mean, it is definitely more than 10 because it was, you know, some in Glasgow, some in London, and I like to, I mean, I've taken courses, so I have been inside them. When I came to London, I tried out a bunch of them. What capacity? As a student, taking at least one class. That's how I define it.
Haven't you already said that it's been more than 10? So you've revealed your fact, like.
When did I say that?
Confused.
Well,
you said
might
it
still
like
be lying, of course.
replying to Molly, I think.
No, but I'm allowed to lie or tell the truth. So this whole questioning thing, I can tell the truth or lie as much as I want.
Right. Oh, okay.
And Chris, hello Chris from chat, says, what techniques did I practice? Well, just the usual things, like when you go into a new school, it's not, some places there's a lot more choreography, some places there's, you know, a bit more of a warm-up and a bit more floor work and a bit more kind of body waves. Some places it's a bit more spinning and a bit more technical, you know, flipping yourself upside down and doing the wheels.
How have you used
this? Considered?
Go for it,
Sorry.
Tom.
Oh, have you ever considered having? Might be cheaper in the long
Sorry,
run.
say that one more time. Have I ever considered what might be cheaper?
Getting your own pole.
Yes, I have.
So
and I, in fact, own 3 poles, although sadly I have not used them in quite a while. One of them is in Glasgow. One of them is a fixed pole that's in London that I never actually put up. And one of them's a stage pole. And the thing about the stage pole is you can put it up in the garden, but once you put it up, it takes like, you know, a good 5, maybe even 10 minutes to take down. And so you can't, doing it every time you want to go on the pole, it's just a bit...
You can't just leave it up and use it to hang a washing line or something.
And so, Molly, did you have any...
Why did you go to so many?
So it was a combination of basically wanting to try out all the different places and see what places I get on with. And so, yeah, in Glasgow, I started one because it was a group one, and I went, yeah, just trying out different places. And so at this point,
Okay.
I have answered lots of questions, and
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I think I'm going to close it. And so everyone's going to have to say whether it's a lie or the truth. So if you are on video, get a little bit of paper that said true or lie. And if you are in the chat, get ready to guess. Tell me what you think. Do you think I'm telling the truth or a lie?
It's specifically more than 10, not like equal or more, just more than 10.
It's more than 10.
More than
That's
10.
what I'm claiming.
So if you've only been to 9 classes, then it will be a lie.
Okay, so we've got Chris Bockey, Tom, McCall, Molly. Okay, and everyone, 3, 2, 1, lock in your answers. So, Tom says it's true. Molly and McCall say it's a lie. Alex also says it's a lie. And Xate also says it's a lie. Man, I thought I would have convinced you, but I am sorry to say that it is actually a lie. I have been to quite a few. I've been to 8, but not quite. Maybe even 9, but not more than 10. How well. So that means that McCall, Molly, Alex, and Xate get a point, and that is that round.
So in the States, people play Two Truths and a Lie a lot. And it's a classic trick to just change the number of whatever the fact is.
Yeah, we played it lots of times in parties and stuff. We know lots of facts about ourselves, for that reason.
Also, when I said 5 to 8, I watched your eyes, Bez. Your eyes couldn't lie as well as your mouth could. So.
Apparently, I have a mischievous smile when I lie. And Xate wants to play poker with me. So, McCall, are you ready to say something?
Oh gosh. Oh man. Can I have the next turn? I'm gonna have a think.
Okay.
If that's
Molly,
okay.
would you
I'm
be
ready to go.
Okay.
Okay. I was in Black students' graduation at my university as a featured speaker.
So is it a thing for ethnic minority, like Black students? Is that what you're saying?
For Black students, yeah.
Okay. As a speaker, as a teacher.
Wait, so can you reiterate what exactly you're claiming to have done?
I was part of Black students' graduation at my university, as I'll make it more specific, as both a graduating student and a featured speaker.
So Black students' graduation, this was meant to be just for Black students, but you got somehow involved in this. Okay, sorry, Tom.
What did you speak about?
I spoke about what it was like to be a young white Jewish woman in all of these African American studies classes.
Xate asks, so there was a segregated graduation?
No. This is in addition to the regular graduation. There is a normal graduation, and then there's graduations by minority group that are in addition. So those are segregated, but everybody comes to the regular one.
This is still like amazing news to me. I'm still caught up on this one bit. I mean,
for board games, your question is what the? Okay, can you clarify that question?
I think we're just both in disbelief. I'm feeling the same as Xate here. I'm just very confused about all of this. Why why did this originate?
Oh, I have no idea. I mean, I assume just to make something special just for Black students.
Okay.
You know, you can't play like, you know, Afro beats at the regular graduation. They would never put up with that. They play like really old-fashioned, you know, white people classical music from like the Middle Ages or whatever, you know, at regular graduation.
Oh gosh.
So, what level of education was this? Was this university?
This was for undergrad, which is like freshman to senior year of undergrad. Like, you know, we call university college, but technically, I guess the difference is a university is one that has a grad school too. But this was not for the grad school.
Okay.
Nicole, do you have any questions?
No, I think I've yeah, all right.
Okay. Well, I decided if anyone else in chat has any questions, then we'll give them like 10 seconds to write them in
I've got an
and
answer.
send them over. Otherwise, I guess
Yeah, I think I made my mind up, but yeah, we'll see. Yes, the problem with playing this with you is that we know so much about each other now. Like, it's actually difficult to come up with something that you might like, not know, like something bizarre that you might know or not know.
Cheap Game says 10 seconds is too much time, but that's already been 10 seconds now.
Yeah, it's probably been 10 seconds by now, although I wasn't timing us.
So, I think that, yeah, I'm going to say lie. I think it's true. I think everyone else says true.
Okay, so we have Bez with a lie, with saying it's a lie, and then yep, I see everyone else with true. Cheap, you haven't voted yet. If you would like to.
So do you?
So this was a real tricky one. I was not a featured speaker, so it was a lie. I was in it and I did speak because every student got to speak. So all of us spoke for 1 minute max. So I twisted the end to make it a lie. So Bez, you were actually correct.
Ooh,
it wasn't I was in Black Students Graduation. It was I was in Black Students Graduation as a graduating student and a featured speaker. It's more fun to lie than tell the truth. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm still astonished that there's a separate Black Students Graduation thing going on.
I mean, people want their space, you know, they want their private space. I think there might have even been like an Asian students graduation, maybe.
And it's like, why were you part of that? So, I mean,
the dean of Black students asked me one day, would I want to be in it? And I was sort of like confused. And I asked my mom, I told my mom about it, and they were there for graduation. And I was like, I don't think I should say yes because it seems a little odd. And my mom was like, I'd be so proud of you. My mom was the only white woman in a Black sorority in the 60s. And, you know, that just kind of fit part of our identity. So I decided to do it. And it was really, really different.
So I guess it wasn't really invading the space. It was an invitation to.
Well, they had five white students they invited to be part of it for different reasons. Yeah. So
it's like the token white students.
Yeah, we were the token whites. We got to represent white people, I guess. and in my speech, I said, speaking for all white people, I believe. No, I did not say it.
Oh my gosh, that is so ridiculous.
I never thought of it like that, but it's so true. It was a very unique experience. We got to like dance down the aisle to African drums. It was awesome. It was much more fun than my actual graduation.
Wow. That's amazing.
Sounds great.
Okay, so Molly gets a point for fooling more than half the people, and I get a point for guessing correctly. Now,
how about you feel a little guilty for fooling anyone since most of it was true. So you guys can beat me up later for being mean.
We all get.
Or not being up. You can I don't know, ask for favors later.
Okay, Tom, are you ready to say something?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yesterday, I finished crocheting a Cthulhu mask.
What's it for?
For look like Cthulhu. For
Is
any
it
reason.
something that, like, yeah, it's not like part of a costume, it's like a hat or
Thank
something
you,
like that that you
Tate.
wear?
Yeah, it's sort of a hat, except you continue it down and then start some tentacles. So yes.
How many different colors?
It's a practical piece of headwear. Just green.
Why did you crochet it versus using another form of craft?
Oh.
Because that's what I know. It may have been quicker to sew it, but I don't know.
I'm a bit confused why everyone's already guessed about Tom's thing. I mean, it feels like jumping the gun a bit, but we've just got Matt from the Offline Gamer podcast, although all gaming is basically online these days. But Matt, what we're doing is people are presenting facts or lies about themselves, and currently we're trying to work out whether Tom is in fact crocheting this thing. And Alex says, have you crocheted much before?
I've done a bit over the last year or two. I've been doing a bit of crocheting. I made blankets mainly because they're easy.
Why would you crochet a Cthulhu mask?
I might have some examples.
Why would you crochet a mask versus using paper mache or other forms?
Well, it's more of a woolly hat down a couple of eye holes. It's like a balaclava with tentacles.
Huh.
Rather than a mask. But yeah.
Tom, what was the last Cthulhu-themed form of media that you engaged in, whether it be game or comic or whatever?
Ooh. That's a good question. Did have a few years playing Call of Cthulhu, but that's a while back now. I read last month I read a book called Meddling Kids, which is basically Scooby-Doo meets Cthulhu.
Okay.
So it does crop up every now and then.
McCall or anyone else in chat, if you've got any more questions?
How long did it take you to crochet that?
Uh, 4 days.
Would you recommend other people crochet such an item?
Yes, it's very meditative. And Alex, no.
Apparently, Tom is not a cultist.
How long?
Okay.
Sorry, I have another question.
Although
So you said it took you for about 4 days. How many hours did you put every day to do this?
Maybe a couple of hours.
Okay.
Maybe 6 or 7 hours in total.
Okay.
I don't know exactly.
The math doesn't work there. 2 times 4 is 8, man. Funny math.
Yeah, sounds dubious. Okay,
Yeah,
I've got my
math.
So let's lock it there, and everyone in the chat, type in true or false, true for lie. Tell us what you think, whether Tom is telling the truth or whether Tom is lying. And we will show our bits of paper as well. I reckon it's true. I believe Tom.
This would be good for couples to do, to see if they know when the other is lying.
And we can know each other.
Okay, so we've got Cheap Sheep saying it's true. Lie. True. True. And what's have you got? True. Okay, Tom, what is it? Break some hearts.
It
Yes.
is true.
So
Yes!
Biz,
Damn. Wow.
Molly,
In
I
fact, hang on a
thought there
second.
wouldn't be enough time whatsoever to like crochet a whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
what? 8, 6, it's crazy. Like, wow.
So I gotta give a real shout out to Cheap Sheep, who was the one who made me realize that Tom might be intentionally making this sound like a lie. When you like think through things a little too deeply, it's like a little dramatic. Oh, that's cool, Tom.
That's nice.
Oh wait,
Also
let me
practical
make
head gear,
you
very warm.
Big Tom. That is really cool.
That is awesome.
Oh man, that is amazing. Very nice.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I
Yeah,
don't exactly
great.
know how much I would look.
I mean, in America, we would say you're ready for the prom, Tom.
Alex asks, have you worn it out of the house yet?
Not yet.
Have you
To be
worn
honest,
it
I
out
haven't
of the
quite
house on
finished.
a dark
Still need to,
night
sew in
whilst
a few
following
ends.
strangers around?
Yeah, I probably couldn't do that.
Tom,
Not
before
doing
next week,
banking in it either.
before next week, can you go shopping at the supermarket in it and then take pictures of yourself? Please. You have a mask mandate here. I bet you have a mask mandate there.
Yes. People
I may
should be
do.
wearing
I may
masks
do.
in any closed space. If you're going
Yeah.
shopping, please wear a mask for goodness sake.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna wear my Scream mask. You've given me a good. I'm gonna go grocery shopping in my Scream mask. Yeah.
It might help with social distancing, says Alex. I would agree with this.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that is a very good point. Oh my god.
Oh man, that is such a good point. I love it. Okay, so
I'm going to take this off.
that is fair.
It's quite warm in
I
here.
imagine it being a bit warm. So, McCall, have you thought of a fact to say about yourself?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Let's wait for Molly to be back. Okay.
Well,
Right.
Molly's going to
So
have.
that's nice. What's that from?
Just a monkey mask.
I couldn't find my Scream mask, so I'll wear this instead to the grocery store. I've been wanting to do this for months and I just forgot about it.
Okay, I got a fact. So when I was in uni, for a period of time, I did a job in which I had to write weird articles for a credit agency to kind of highlight things that they were doing, but like in a weird way. So like using keywords for a search engine optimization, but like using them so much that the article was really like kind of heavy to read. And like, yeah, I was doing a lot of that stuff for not very much pay, and it all seemed a bit dodgy, but that's what I was doing for about kind of short of a year.
So you were basically feeding in specific terms into articles, almost making them unreadable in order to maximize search engine optimization.
Yeah.
Okay.
That seems a little
What was the
manipulative.
name of the
like-
company?
I can't quite remember. It was a small credit agency in my hometown in Italy.
How much were you paid, asks Alex.
A certain amount per article, depending on how long, if I remember correctly. And yeah, okay, ask more questions.
So were you paid in euros?
Yes.
Did you make any of these articles really bizarre?
Define bizarre.
Unbelievable.
You could say that, I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Alex asked, did you learn much about
Most
credit?
extreme one?
A little bit. I went in not knowing pretty much anything at all what I was writing about, and it was just kind of like rearranging all these things to like make them not sound different, but like make them pop up easier on a browser search.
Who did you interview for the articles?
I was told by a friend that there was this kind of position open. Like it wasn't a position, it was like a project contract of some kind.
What age were you again?
21? 2021.
Why, without covering your mouth, because that's important for us. Did you, we're interrogating here, right?
Yeah.
Did you have a good relationship with your supervisor?
We didn't know each other very well.
Huh.
Okay, so any more questions from chat? Because at this point, McCall could close the questioning off because everyone has asked one question. Alex says, how long ago was this?
Oh, let me do some maths. It was about 9 or 10 years ago.
Why would they hire someone so young?
Because it was a bullshit job.
Yeah.
Sorry for swearing, by the way. No one's supposed
No,
to.
that's...
I'm deeply offended, personally. I'm going to leave.
We get one swear per show.
Okay.
Can we like buy more, like trade credits for trade something for that?
Yeah, the winner gets 2 swears on the next stream. Yeah, if anybody's got no more questions, I'm happy to close it.
Okay, I have my
I've got an answer.
opinion. I'm making my guess. Okay. If no one has any more questions, then yes, I guess that's been closed. So everyone type in. Do you think this is true or a lie? Chris says it is a truth. Alex's brother-in-law did something. Oh, did something like this. Alex is saying true. I am not sure. I was on the fence, but I'm going to say lie.
Yeah, I just changed mine to true.
I'm going to say lie.
Man.
I'm going to
Anybody
say it's
else
mostly
has
true, but
voted?
there's something in there that makes it a lie.
Fair enough. Anybody else has voted? I can't
Nope.
see.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think that might be
Right.
it.
It was. Can I say it?
Yep.
It was a truth.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. Yeah, and I wanted, and I picked that because it's such a out of the world kind of thing to do. It seemed like an out of the world job to do. So, but no, it's actually true.
I
So,
suddenly
Alex-
realized that if you were lying, you would have made up a salary. Like you could, if you're lying, you can just name a salary, right? So it seemed like more about truth, that the fact that you decided to tell us you didn't remember.
It was very specific though, like a very specific thing to bring up, but you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you managed to fool 2/5 of us, and Alex, Chris, and Molly all got a point. So that is the end of the first round, and currently in the lead is Molly with 4 points.
Oh,
In
I can be a
second
private
place
investigator.
Nice.
is Alex with 3 points, and a bunch of other people with some points as well. Now,
We're also in the game.
Moll, before we continue, I thought we would ask everyone else, what are you drinking, if anything? Tonight I am mainly drinking water with a little bit of Met Meat, Kirschsaft und schottische Whisky.
Hi to the person who just joined the chat.
Oh, hello, Prey. We're just having a brief interlude to talk about what we're drinking. Are you drinking water or are you drinking coffee? Let us know.
I'm drinking what I like to call my anti-anxiety smoothie. That's my joking name for it because I looked up a bunch of foods that lower stress levels and I found out an awesome smoothie that combines like all of these things that lower your stress hormones.
What is it made of? Because it looked like some kind of a frappuccino style drink.
It tastes like a milkshake actually. It's made out of half an avocado, various fruits and fruit juices, including blueberries,
Hmm.
2 tablespoons of almond butter, 2 tablespoons, sorry, I don't know the UK measurement, 2 tablespoons of cacao, and chia seeds. Oh, and honey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
Sounds
Wow.
like a
So
meal in a
what's
drink.
providing the
healthy.
liquid?
Yeah.
What? Oh, so I did orange juice, mulberry juice, and then the chia seeds are soaked in water first.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty good. Well, and a lots of love to Prey, who might have to head off for a doctor's appointment. I hope that the explanation at the bottom of the screen explains what we're up to. And Tom, what are you drinking?
Well, I have a unfortunately empty glass, but it did have Jack
Mm.
Daniels and Coke in a minute ago.
Fancy. Well, let's get on with it. Are you ready for round 2? Molly?
Yeah. Did I earn swear words?
Oh, hey Jess. Oh, and bye Prey. Hope everything goes well at the doctor's.
Good luck.
What? Okay, Molly, tell us your truth or your lie before
Oh, I
we
have to
decide
do
to
another
interrogate
one.
you.
Okay. Well, when I was little, are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I was little, I used to avoid blowing my nose because I felt sorry for the Kleenex.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God! Right.
How little are we talking? Like 14, 15?
No, like toddler to like 5 or 6-ish.
Did you do any other
Okay.
things, like bizarre things like that, because you felt sorry for like an inanimate object?
Yeah, well, not inanimate objects, but I used to walk looking down outside because I didn't want to step on any ants by accident. Last year, thanks.
Right.
Do you anthropomorphize things in general?
No,
Okay.
especially not now. I'm 36. During a graduation. It was during the Black Ants graduation. Oh man. I'm
Did
actually
you give
here.
any more personality to these Kleenexes? Or was
No,
it just you
just
wanted
felt
to
sorry for
avoid the
them.
suffering of blowing a nose?
You could hurt the Kleenex.
Right.
Do you remember a moment like you had like the realization that it was actually okay, and like sudden epiphany, like, oh, it's actually fine? Or
No, I don't think there was a moment. I mean, I could be wrong. I think it was much more of a just realization that the Kleenex didn't have feelings. Plus, everyone in my family blows their nose a lot. We have bad allergies. We constantly have stuffy noses. Where did I sneeze? I mean, you sneeze into your hand, right? I mean,
No, into the crook of your elbow.
oh, but I probably wasn't old enough to know that at this time.
Hmm.
So I think Barack Obama had to teach us that, actually. That was not till 2008.
So, do you remember anyone else doing something similar, like
No,
siblings
this
or
is
friends?
weird. Who would do that? No, I really don't, though.
No more questions from me.
yeah, same. Like
No, I've got an answer.
Okay. Tom, chat, do you have any more questions? Do you want to close
Nope,
it, Molly?
I've got an answer.
I fully endorse using tissues today.
Is this something you remember, or were you told this by a parent? Asks
The
Alex.
line's a little fuzzy. I mean, over the years, I told it enough that, it becomes a quote memory, but I think I was probably told by a parent, like most things about my childhood.
Oh my
oh
gosh.
yeah, no, I have a question as well. So did you
So they could have
say
been lying.
what you used to do instead? Like instead of using a tissue, were you just like using your hand or using?
No, I eventually would be convinced to use a tissue. I mean, I feel like I remember using tissues. I just was told at some point that I felt sorry for them.
Okay.
I mean, nobody else felt sorry for your tissues?
All right. Got it.
I've decided. I don't know if it's correct, but I have decided. And so everyone in chat, if you have any idea, or even if you don't, just write down true or lie, and we'll see who is correct and if Molly has managed to succeed in fooling at least half of us. So Chris says it's a lie. Still convinced it's a lie. I think it might be a truth. McCall says truth. Tom says true. Everyone on screen says it's the truth.
I think so.
Oh, Alex says it's the truth. Oof.
It
Any
is
more?
true. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was going to check if there was anyone else, but so,
It was something I'm sure my parents told me at some point. Honestly, I wasn't prepared with my next lie, and then I remembered that I had said that I like to lie. So I figured that if I chose something kind of outrageous and it was a lie, people would just decide it was a lie because I said I like lying. So I chose the most outrageous thing I could think of from my childhood that was true.
nice work.
Thanks. Well, good job. You guys figured me out. So good job.
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
got you, Molly. You going down. Now, oh my gosh, Alex is basically in joint first place, and then me with 3 points, and
Wow.
It's even. I don't know what's happened, and McCall with 2 points, and a bunch of other people are playing. So my statement is going to be that I smoked a cigar when I was in school, and it was actually my dad's friend, who was a doctor, who gave me a cigar as if to say, hey, here, children should be allowed to smoke cigars if you want. Yeah, you're only 14, but yeah, go on, smoke a cigar. You can have a puff on this cigar.
And you were 14.
Yeah, something like that. I was maybe 13, 14, like that kind of age.
How'd you like it?
Were you 14 in 1927?
I can't really remember. I kind of was like, oh, okay, that's weird. I don't know what to make of that. And yeah, I didn't know what to make of it. What year was it? What cigar was it? Oh my gosh. What year was it? Whoa. I don't know. It was about the turn of the century, I think. Might have been last.
Which century?
You're just asking me how old I am, basically. Whose cigar was it? It was Antonio's. So true story, or maybe it's not true. I don't know. Maybe it's completely false. My dad had a friend who had a son, and myself and this son, whose name was anyway, so the dad, Antonio, had a cigar, and I was there on holiday with Antonio and their son, and just be like, okay, here, Behruz, would you like a cigar? And I was like, okay, yeah.
That's crazy.
You say this adult was a doctor?
Yes.
A medical?
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
Did you want to smoke more after having it that first time?
Not particularly.
Do you think that may have been their intention?
And was like, okay, that's interesting. I think they just saw that I wanted to give it to go, and they were like, okay, it's not that bad, and we'll let Behruz give it to go. Oh. And Alex says Antonio's records were doctored. No, was a legitimate doctor. Okay, any more questions? I've lost track of who's been asking questions. Has anyone not asked a question? Has anyone not asked a question? Or does anyone have more questions?
I don't.
I'm ready.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to close it, so you peeps decide. Oh, Alex says, have I smoked since?
Oh shit.
And I have smoked a cigar, I think, twice since. Probably not a full cigar, but yeah. That is it. So,
Okay.
McCall says it's a lie. Molly says it's true. Chris says it's a lie. Xate says it's a lie. And Tom is undecided. True. Ooh, is anyone else going to say anything? Jess says it's true. Alex says it's a lie. So we've got 1, 2.
Even.
So let me break some hearts. So, Tom, you said it was true. And Alex says it's a lie. CD, I'm putting you on the scoreboard. And okay, it was actually true.
Yeah.
Hey.
You really seemed like you were lying. I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of trying to pretend more like I was lying because Xate said that I had that cheeky little grin, so I was kind of just trying to be pretending to lie. So boom, getting in your mind. But I wasn't 14 in 2000. Yep, it was a bit earlier than 2000. I said it was around the turn of the century. I still stand by that. It was truth. So the truth is that I did actually forget the son's name. I'm just incredibly bad with names. That's the truth. And this is the embarrassing part, that it's like, I should know this name because we hung out for such a long time. But yeah, it's like...
Yeah, that sounded like the made up part. Like, oh, just gonna make up some names real quick.
And Xate says I lied about the age or the year. Oh.
He was vague enough, I think.
I said it was like around the turn of the century.
Yeah, you weren't like precise. So
the point is
like 10 years
that
either side,
it was
yeah.
basically
Exactly.
true. So, and the statement was intended as true. Anyway, so that's actually... Oh, wait a minute. That puts Molly back into the lead. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I haven't been fooled yet. I'm just saying.
nice.
Seriously, have you... Wait,
She's
Molly's
good.
5 outs of how many rounds have we had? 4, 5, 6. Wait, so, okay.
Well, I went 2 of those, so
That's pretty damn good. Darn good, I should say. Sorry. Tom, so what is your statement?
Ooh. I am the owner of several interesting pieces of headgear, including a pith helmet, a fez,
A what?
a deer
sorry.
stalker, a fez. Fez.
Yep.
And a top hat.
Wait,
and now a Cthulhu hat.
Yeah, how many do you have? Do you remember off the top of your head?
Not exactly. I'll just say those 4.
Wait, can you repeat
my statement is I own a pith helmet.
Yeah.
A pith helmet, a fez, a deer stalker, and a top hat.
Yeah. Where'd you get the top hat from, Tom?
You know, I can't remember. I think my partner sourced it from somewhere. I also don't remember where I got the Deerstalker from.
Do you have
How
a
long have
lot?
you?
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you guys.
Oh, you go. Okay.
Do you have
How
a lot?
long?
I am not generally a hat wearer.
Okay.
I don't generally wear hats.
Have you had these? Have you had these for a long time?
Yeah, well, I've acquired them over the years. Probably top hat for longest. I got that for doing a Victorian LARP. The others have just been acquired sometime over the last 20 years. Probably the most recent one is a pith helmet. About 5 years ago.
Tom,
Why did you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Why have I not seen you wearing more top hats at UK Games Expo?
Well, Dave has kind of got that sewn up. I don't want to be mistaken for him. Also, it messes.
Doctor Who
I am
or
a fan
Tommy
of both
Cooper?
Doctor Who and Tommy Cooper. Feathers are cool.
Why do you own the? Wait, what was a fez, a top hat, a pith helmet? What was the fourth?
A Deerstalker.
A Deerstalker. Why do you own a
Style.
Deerstalker? Like, why do you have that?
It was in a charity shop, and I thought, yeah, I'll buy that. That is the only one I've actually worn in a non-dressing up context. I have actually worn the Deerstalker on the bus going to work. It was a cold day. It's very practical. Keeps your ears warm.
Okay, and what does a pith helmet look like?
It's one of them things that, like, you know, old, like the hunter in Jumanji wears one. The original thing.
If anyone wants
one
to
of them,
get your questions in, get them in really in
yeah.
quickly.
Imagine a British colonial colonel out in the colonizing the world and
going back,
and wearing one of them baby hats.
You know, Tom, there seems to have been a lot of things you're uncertain. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying that going back, CD mentions that giving kids cigarettes or cigars early stops them liking it because it stops it being illicit. I mean, I know that's in Iranian culture. You do that a lot with wine and alcohol. Just be like, yeah, if you want it, and then it's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah, it's the same in Italy, actually. So yeah, it works in my experience. So.
But back to this thing, you had one final question, Molly, and let's call that the last one.
Tom, it seems like there's a lot you're uncertain of or just can't remember that well. Are you faking uncertainty? Are you faking uncertainty?
No. How could I answer that?
Okay. I've got my answer.
I've got my answer.
I'm not sure about because I didn't buy them.
Fair enough.
Everyone else writes in their answer. So I think, and everyone typing in chat, I think that it's true.
Me too.
CD says it's true. We've already seen the crochets number. Chris says it's a lie. Alex says it's a lie. Myself and McCall think it's true. Molly thinks it's a lie. Anyone else?
I was very 50-50 on this one too.
Okay. I guess it's time for the grand reveal.
Okay. I do not own all of those hats. I own 3 of those 4 hats. so it's a lie. CD got me.
Cheeky.
Oh,
That is so cheeky.
Thank you,
one,
CD.
two, three. Okay,
I do
so
not own a
does
Fez.
CD count as the second one because CD did kind of call it and then come in quite late and say lie-ish.
Yeah.
We'll give CD a point.
Yeah.
So it's Molly, CD, and a whole bunch of peeps. If you got it correct, you got a point. You can count your own score. So finally, McCall, to wrap us up.
Okay, so my fact is, when I was a kid, I used to have a weird phobia of banana peels.
Hmm.
Why were you scared of them?
Just the kind of texture and you know, like they kind of look weird and brown and weird, like when the like if they've been left there for a bit, like they're a bit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Were you afraid of slipping on them?
No, it was more like irrational, like you know when you're actually like arachnophobia, right? You know that spiders are not gonna hurt you. It was more like for some reason you can't be near them because they freak you out a little bit.
McCall, did you like to eat bananas? Asks Alex.
Actually, no, I didn't.
Hmm. Did bananas make you throw up?
No, like eating or not eating banana was unrelated to that, like the taste and the texture of the banana itself. It was more like the peel, especially like a few hours old peel or something like that, you know, when it starts like going brown.
Why did people not just throw away the peel in your house or compost it instead of leaving
No,
it
they
out?
did eventually, but like, you know, there's like those times when you're just like leaving it there for like throwing it away later, like, or like doing the dishes later and like the banana peel is still there or something. It happens.
Were you okay with a whole banana? It was just that you were uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did bananas ever do to you?
Ask them.
Were you worried about slipping on them, or did someone pull a prank on you using peels? Nicole? Oh,
Was I muted?
Yeah, we can hear you again now.
Yeah, okay. No, I didn't specifically remember being pulled a prank or no.
Okay.
Were you afraid of other?
Other what?
Were you afraid of other gross things?
I've always had a fear of spiders as well. No, I guess these are like my main two, at least like from when I was a kid, like my major ones.
And I'm going to call this the last one because we try to finish streaming around 9.
Sure.
Do you like bananas now?
No, still don't like them.
Okay. I have my answer. Everyone type in your answer into chat or hold it up. I think it is true. You think it's true? Tom thinks it's true. Everyone thinks it's true. Oh no, Alex thinks it's a lie.
We all think it's true.
Okay, we'll leave a couple of seconds.
Sure.
And while we're waiting for the thing, what is everyone looking forward to tomorrow or tonight? I might personally have a bit of a relatively early night, and at some point in the near future, I'm going to have a bath. That's something I'm looking forward to. Does anyone else have something they're looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm reading this. I'm going to show you the cover of this. I'm reading this amazing series of graphic novels. It's called Saga that I borrowed from a friend. Do you know? It's so good.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's so good, honestly.
I think I've read the first
falling
two.
in love. There's like 9 of them, and I only have the first 5 borrowed from a friend, and I had to buy the other 4. So I like reading this stuff.
No, I might buy some Usagi or Jimbo. Anyway, Tom, Molly, what are you looking forward to in this final break before we find out the final answer?
Well, if I had to say something really boring, I'm just looking forward to paying off bills for work. But if I have to be exciting, I just finished a really good book, and I'm thinking about starting another one. And I also love reading in the bathtub, so maybe that'll be my treat. I'm stealing yours.
Yeah. Tom?
I'm just looking forward to a good night's sleep because I didn't have one last night. So sleep is good.
Yes, it is. Lovely. And so now we've had plenty of time for everyone to tell us. Everyone thinks it's true except for Alex. So have you just fooled us all?
I have. It's a lie.
Oh my god!
So I did have a weird phobia like that as a kid, but it was of party balloons when they're not. How do I explain this? When they're like semi-inflated and they become like wrinkly, and squidgy a little. Yes, I was mega freaked out with that.
I had this idea you were either afraid of another fruit or that you just like thought bananas were disgusting. And then I was like, no, I think she's gonna do true because she was like trying to go for some like weird fact about herself because like I did a weird fact about my childhood.
Yeah, no, it was a good thing bringing up like the whole childhood thing. Like it's the cove of like weird facts.
Yeah, true.
You easily twist them around. So yeah.
Interesting.
Oh man, well, wow, that was a turn up. Despite that, Molly still wins with 6 points, if anyone cares. Alex comes up very close behind with 5, and then a distant 3 points to myself and McCall. Tom with a couple, Xate with a couple, and a whole bunch of people with 1 who were kind of just occasionally playing. But thank you everyone for joining in. It's been lovely to see you all. And
thanks for hosting.
Yeah, thanks for hosting. This was fun.
No, thank you very much. And let's go into the recap, final thoughts. What did you think? Was it fun? Would you like to play it again? Thumbs up or two thumbs down?
Yeah, it was nice. I like the fact that you don't need anything. You literally it's a talking game. Yeah, it's nice. Social talking game.
I just really enjoy lying. So I always will do games.
Hi, Rob.
It's not a good advertisement for yourself, but yeah.
I'm just too honest in my own life, so I need a break from being honest.
Okay.
Okay, so Emma Lure, Emma, who some people might know from Twitter, mentioned, would I lie to you? Yep, I understood what you meant. Would I lie to you? That old TV show. And I looked it up, and it is almost the same as one of the sub-games that they did. It's just kind of one of those things of simultaneous design. And honestly, I don't see it as something that would be published or anything.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, here's a fun activity to play, and maybe mention it somewhere. Hey, here's a thing that you can do, and it's something that I came up with. But the difference is that you get prompted with a lie sometimes.
What was
nice
the name
look,
of it
Tom.
again? What was
they
the
got
name
pre-prepared things.
I called it a fact and a half.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Which was the name was by Manuel, and the idea was by me, although it is incredibly similar to one of the things on Would I Lie to You? The old, I think it's British TV show, I'm not sure. And
Yeah.
So CD would play again. Awesome, glad to hear. And yeah, next time, the nice thing about this one is that theoretically, if it was just me, I could still do it. Just me and 2 people in chat, we can still play it. Or if it's 6 of us, it'll still work. And but yeah, as we finish up, I want to say thank you very much Thank you, Tom. Thank you, McCall. Thank you, Molly. Thank you, everyone in chat who's been super lovely and playing along.
Thanks
Or
everyone
even
for
if you've just
coming.
been lurking. And let's go round. If you want to share quickly where you like to be found, I like to be found at stuffbybez.com, stuffbybez.bigcards.com, twitter.com/stuffbez, instagram.com/stuffbez, twitch.tv/stuffbez, where I stream every day at 10 a.m. UK time and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. UK time, youtube.com/c/stuffbez for the old videos, and stuffbez.com/discord. Go to that final one, and there's a cat chat where you can share pictures of cats or share pictures of whatever, and it's just like a friendly chat for all sorts of things. And oh, wait a minute, have I just been raided? Oh, hello, Ross, it's lovely to see you, I guess. Hello, Ross, thank you so much, and hello to everyone who's jumping in. And we are just finishing up, and we're going to go to Loserpalooza. But Tom, is there anywhere that you would like to be found?
The only thing I've got really to do is my YouTube channel, where I've got various how to play things for mainly for the LDEC games, but also for one or two other things. That's Nordlock on YouTube, Nordloc.
Which is Cauldron, Coldron, Tom's surname, but backwards.
Yeah. Oh, I did there, yeah.
McCall, do you like to be found at all? Or do you like... Wait, you've got that Instagram.
Yeah, like it's not a business or anything. But yeah, my Instagram is... I don't know what my own Instagram is. MB Retouching, I think. MB Retouching.
And you can see all sorts of photos there, and there's some amazing shots of like an angel being poked with a sword, and it's all coming out. And Molly, how do you like to be found?
Sure, the best places are Instagram, which is where Flying Leap Games, follow adventures there, and Flying Leap Games on Facebook. I do Twitter at Penguin Soaring, but Instagram is definitely better for Flying Leap Games. And if you actually ever want to see what we have, I mean, we do have a website, flyingleapgames.com, but if you're in the UK, any major city, we have stores that we work with there. So you can basically, if you ever hit me up on Facebook and be like, what stores are you in Manchester or Reading or Sheffield? We're in all of those, all the places. So let me know if you ever want to look at some creative party games.
Okay, so I am going to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are watching on Twitch, then Loserpalooza, do all sorts of things. And there is only one thing left to say, as people might know. We are going to sing bye, 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 bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, bye. Bye bye, and now it's time to go. Bye 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 bye. This is the goodbye song. Bye 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye 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 bye. This is the end of the show. And bye 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.